Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I am your friendly neighborhood PM here to give you your top 3 market points of the week. Now, as you can probably guess, this week has not been pretty, and we have been whipshawed left, right, and center this week. So, without further ado, let's break down your top 3 points and get you onto your weekend. At point number 3, it's going to be the labor market with non-farm payrolls coming in actually above expectations, adding close to 228,000 jobs this past month. Now, we saw robust hiring in both the healthcare and retail sectors, and even governmental jobs saw a slight tick up. However, this is more on the state and local levels. As you've probably remembered, the administration has been going forth with their federal employment cuts. Now, in addition to this, the unemployment rate did tick up to 4.2%. At point number 2, we're going to switch over to the energy markets, where OPEC did announce a surprise supply increase for their May meeting. Now, there was an expectation of a gradual increase, but OPEC came in today and announced that they were going to be tripling the supply. Now, what that does is that puts a lot of pressure on oil prices, obviously, given the supply and demand dynamics. But what they're doing as a result of this is essentially punishing some of those OPEC members that are not respecting their output limits. Now, this is a far cry from what the Saudi energy minister typically does, which is a more cautious approach to control prices. But he's trying to get those other members back in line. So now you're starting to see those oil prices come down. And as a result, we might see some deflationary offshoots when we go through inflationary numbers coming up. And then finally, point number 1, and the one that you all are probably geared towards, you could probably guess it was Liberation Day this past week from the new administration, where additional tariffs were announced. Now, this was a wide sweeping announcement and much more aggressive than a lot of people anticipated. The administration did come out and announce a blanket 10% tariff on over 60 different countries, with additional reciprocal tariffs announced on few select countries as well. Some of the hardest hit were China, Vietnam, Thailand. China, in fact, got an additional 34% tariff levied against them, bringing their total tariff rate to 67%. Now, just this morning, China did come out and issue retaliatory tariffs on the U.S., leveraging their own 34% tariff on all U.S. imports to China. So tensions continue to ramp up between China and the U.S. right now. But on top of that, you're going to start seeing companies whose supply chains are largely international really catch the brunt of this. And we're talking more discretionary companies, names like Nike, Amazon, people that are importing from overseas to sell their products and their goods. Now, we will probably see some inflationary pressures as this goes forward, and this is going to start crimping on consumers' spending habits, and probably as they tighten those budgets even more and not spend so discretionary. Now, that does it for your top 3 points this week and what's really been kind of jostling markets all week long. Now, what are we looking to for next week? Well, the hits just keep on coming, and next week it is inflation time. Now, a lot of these new trade policies have probably not made their way into the system yet to see that in the latest data reading, but we are going to get some more clarity on how the economy is looking from a price standpoint, in addition to some additional commentary from the Fed. And this will kind of give us further guidance as to where rates are going in the future. But of course, we will keep you updated on that next week. Now, as always, if you have additional questions, please reach out to your financial advisor. And if you do not have one, please click the link below and we will get you connected with one. Otherwise, dig into the written week in review. But as always, please go out, try and enjoy your weekend. Spring is finally here, and we will see you the same time next week. Thanks again.